Okay, so I discussed our society up here. Maybe I should have threw fine dining in there. I don't know. But there's really not. I guess fashion too, high fashion. Like really trying to figure out who you are and. Uh, but anyways, those are minor things. And those are things I don't think they care about, and also things that they may want to fight down. You'll see them fighting down up here. But yeah, let's talk about them now. So I already talked about the flood in the underworld, and they're finding all these archaeological wonders that were created without a wheel, and without metal tools or whatever. We'd be hard pressed to recreate, the same thing when we're supposedly so much more advanced. They were just like pseudo cave people. But anyways, so when in reality it was they always had all this technology from the underworld. It's just after the flood, because things got so wicked after the flood, they had to go down there and what I'm saying, deal with us like in a different manner. But anyways, so one of the main, this is so crazy that nobody else has like brought this up. Um, where does BDSM porn come from? What culture on earth has anything close to that? Where does it spring up from? Something of that nature. Now, with these two things, okay, there's a lot that goes along with BDSM porn. Okay, maybe a whole video's worth. Hopefully not. We'll see. So all this sister, step mommy shit going on. I'm saying they don't have families. They're trying to remove this whole family thing. Um, they can live as long as they want to live. Okay, they don't need to have a legacy and all that. If they want a legacy, they'll just technologically. We have two different diverging DNA whatevers. Okay, this is why they can't be in the sun. But anyways, so torture, Illuminati family rituals, prostitution. Okay, they're on camera getting paid, and they're not wearing any clothes, and their parts are being touched. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Slavery, lockdown, 2020, female cam whores. Start with the female cam whores. Donald Trump, George Bush, George W. Bush, Barack Obama, Little Mustache Man, 1939 to 1945, Germany. Every male leader of every country. I know I didn't do a good job of bringing up names of leaders of countries. They're all the same entity. Okay, and this is going to be huge. This character is going to be huge with all this because he is Tartarus. He is Duat from the Egyptian culture. And he's a female cam whore. Anastasia Berthier. Anastasia Adrenakova. Every male doctor, for the most part, there's exceptions. Not with the leader of the country thing, but you know what I'm saying. Every serial 187er, which he can't do anymore, which is a reason why he's not very powerful. Um, well, he is technically, to you plebeians, he's powerful. But on our level, no, he's just somebody who's just jumping up and down, saying, "I want to run things," and the other evil forces are just behind him, like, "Oh, you do? Well, yeah, here you go. Come on, yeah, you're gonna be the big ruler of everything, right?" Um, and so I'm saying, and his whole gang, his whole network, Nyarlathotep's whole network, Yog Sothoth, Cthulhu, that's Cassiopeia, Juicy Jade, um, Siegha, that's Gracie Bond. All these outer beings, super powerful outer beings. That's what they do, and they're all horrible at having sex. They're all a bunch of weirdos. Okay. Um, but when this lockdown happened, I'm saying I'm talking about porn here and BDSM and everything in between. When this Zorn, oh shoot, I said it. When this lockdown happened, these girls were the ones who showed all these other girls how to get money now that the economy has been hamstrung. And of course, prostitution went along with that too. Is that a bad word? Or should I say Zoroastrianism? You're going to get it confused with Zoroastrianism, maybe. But anyways, so that is, these things are, so Nyarlathotep has a lot to do with this. The ruler of every country has a lot to, actually, the rulers are just there to direct ooze from young men towards these female cam whores and, everyone else that they birthed. Due to this lockdown that was imposed by Nyarlathotep, who is the ruler of every country, who is every doctor, okay? Every male doctor. So that was a huge harvest for them as far as ooze, which I'm saying they're weird as hell, and that's what fascinates them. They don't want to advance their souls, they want ooze. And they'll hack into the universe and ruin your health and ruin your family and ruin all this shit to get more ooze. Okay, ruin your romance and relationships and all this shit because they want the ooze. So this is all very underworld shit. The lockdown was some underworld shit. These Illuminati family rituals that resemble BDSM, that have aspects of torture, cannibalism, sacrifice. A lot of this stuff is done underground, deep beneath the earth. Well, maybe not that deep, but whatever. It's done as an homage to, this is what it's that shit comes from the underworld. So of course they're going to do it in the underworld. I'm saying they'll do it in the forest or whatever too, but a lot of times these things are literally done underground. These horrible family rituals, which has to do with the mommy and the stepsister and trying to get you closer and closer to this shit. Okay? And you're saying, well, family, that's not an underworld thing. Well, they have to have these quote unquote, is mockery of a family, this Illuminati family on the surface world to make it seem like whatever, and then they can drag us down to their world. That's the only reason they're doing it. It's just a prop. To blind. It's to throw you off. They're set. You think, yeah, oh, this wonderful family, they're so rich, they're so powerful, I want to be like them. Oh, you do? So yeah, and torture. Where the fuck does torture come from? Where do you think all these torture mechanisms? What is the Iron Maiden and yeah, all this torture. What society? What people who have made it out of the wilderness supposedly? Um, and created this society. Uh, where does that come from? Where does torture come from? This decadence, this it just has to come from the underworld. It doesn't come from our world. I'm sorry, and all this shit, it just is not a surface world thing. It's just too dark, too fucked up. And if you can't watch some, well, hopefully you can't watch it like me, but just the thought of BDSM porn, if that doesn't transport you to the underworld and just that dark, disturbing vibe that they got going on down there, that's just starting to just resonate throughout our youth and throughout, I mean, that's BDSM porn is the ultimate in all that it entails and everything in between. So BDSM on the one side, porn on the other, and then them merging together. I'm saying just porn itself is super underworld. That's some super underworld shit. It just is. And it's just a way. All that porn is a way of getting you to the BDSM. It's really about that. Okay, just like these Illuminati, we're a family. We're the Bilderberg family. Well, not it wasn't Bilderberg, the Rockefeller family or whatever. No, you ain't no family. All just a bunch of the same uh, psyop avatars over and over again. Oh, this is porn. Oh, she's just some girl, just making money, having sex on camera, living her best life. No, this bitch is a member of the underworld. She would not be popular and famous if she wasn't. And she probably wouldn't be doing that underworld ass shit if she wasn't connected to the underworld in the spiritual realm, if she wasn't a dark entity before she was ever born, before this world was ever cursed with her birth. And then, of course, all the male porn stars are the same entity, are all Yog Sothoth, are all vampires. So there's that. And yeah, no, this thread is just that right there. It's and you can throw plastic surgery in there too. You know what I'm saying? And bestial such and such. You can throw that in there too. Those are all extremely underworld things. I'll touch on that. And then all these things actually lead to a lack of sexuality, which is, like I'm saying, what they want. They want us to all just get into, I guess making ourselves extinct.